My name is Daanish. First had experiences of your services when I was at university. It must have been about 7 years ago. Yeah, I was having a hard time writing with my speech, and I think I ran the service for about a year, but then stopped. Then recently, I think at the start of the year, when I started to feel like it was getting worse again, I wanted to make a change. So what they did was almost help me with my speech first of all, and is to really identify where the issues are, like not looking at how everything is right now, but how it was when I was younger, how it was while I was at school, and how it is now. Working with them, I was able to identify all the little areas of my speech. I never really understood my speech, but now I think I am really able to understand my speech. What they did, so I was on the I think I had about 9 or 10 sessions with them, and the first few were just sort of understanding what's happening, finding out where the issues are, how to help it in certain situations. As soon as they showed me these certain techniques, I was then able to use them in the real world. Once I was done there, they referred me over to CBT, which I'm now on the waiting list. I think it's quite a long waiting list for that. So which I am happy about, but I'm gonna have to wait. But they then showed me certain things online, which I could have a look at in the meantime. Once it was done, it was sort of like it's all done, and I moved on now. But I would like once every few months or so, or once every to have see how things are going, see if things have improved or things have fallen off. I think that is something that would help somebody in my situation who, because it's not going to be great all the time, things will improve, but I think that would be something that would help someone like me. Well, speech language, I first wanted to run, not through the NHS. I thought, let me have a look elsewhere, see, what people offer. But it was sort of expensive. It was a long waiting list, and it was all online. And I wanted to meet someone in person, because I think watching somebody on video, or speaking to someone on video, you do miss out on a lot. I don't think it's a real conversation. I did speak to an organisation, and they sent me the information on who's nearest, who could help. So I sent them an email, and I was on the course pretty much after a month. I had my first sit down with them, and it was all a very fast process. I think it was because I've had this since I was younger, since I was 3-4 years old. So I never thought I could get the help which I did get. And I think for me, it was a huge step forward, knowing that there are people out there who can really help. Because my first experience of having speech therapy wasn't about my speech. It was just about, okay, this is how you solve stammering, which I didn't really enjoy or like, because it wasn't hitting the core. Whereas this one I was really able to find out where the issues are, and how I am able to address them. If it does arise in the future again, and I do need help, I know that there is this service here which can really I could say it has handed me back my soul again, because not being able to speak really brings you down, and it makes you feel worthless. And I could say hands down, because of them, Fran and Sarah, I was able to regain me again and find myself again. It was personalised to the fact where anything that was happening in my life I was able to say to them, and they were able to relate to it, able to understand how that might be affecting my speech, and then using that information accordingly to my speech. I have a friend who, I've known since I was a kid, and he's always stammered. He's not from the area, he lives about half an hour, 40 minutes away. And I sort of said to him, look, even if you could make the drive for every week to come, and if you take half an hour, 40 minutes for you to get here, I would 100% recommend it. So if there's anybody else with my situation, and the first few sessions were just understanding of what is happening, and I think for some people they might think, oh, we're not really finding a help after 2-3 sessions, but you like your speech, you just have to be patient, and the results will come, and they really do help you bring your speech to the forefront and help you organize yourself, understanding your speech. And I would 100% recommend the service to anyone. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Fran and Sarah. Without them, I don't know where I'd be. I think they helped me express everything that was inside, and it takes a lot for somebody to do that, and they were there for me for that, and I really appreciate them for that.
Would you like to tell us 3 words that sum up your experience with Coventry and Warwickshire Partnership Trust?
I would say personal, approachable, and life-changing.